Okay, I will start now. It's exactly 5:30 CET time. This is Mar Haddad here speaking. Hello, everyone. I hope that you are doing well and you are safe wherever you are. And today I'm going to speak about the IP cloud system backup. That's something we have seen it not long time ago from MikroTik. So it's going to be a topic on MikroTik, of course. And as you can see here, the lab is about 10 points. But before I start doing those points, I just want to explain to you that I'm doing a promotion. And this promotion is valid until the end of April. And the promotion is on the LegoWave NFT course that I'm giving it for free now because of the corona problem, and every one of you is sitting at home. So I'm just giving a free coupon that you can get the course for free. And this is an authorized course by LegoWave because I'm a LegoWave authorized instructor. So this course is a fully authorized official course by LegoWave. If you study it and then you want to do the exam, I can also open for you the exam. I'm not taking any money for the course. For the exam, I only charge $3. That's only for the administration cost. If you are interested in this course, I can show you how you can get this course for free. So if you go to my website, mynetworktraining.com, and you scroll down over here, you go to LegoWave NFT official course. So the price of this course is $10, but I'm giving to you for free. So all you need to do is just enroll in course in $10. And over here, what you can do, you can just write the coupon, and this coupon is quarantine. Okay, you just write quarantine, and you say apply. And once you do that, you get it for free. Okay, and then you can register for the course. The other way to do is to go to the link directly, and this is the link. I will share it with you. You can just copy paste it. It has the code of quarantine, and then you can get the course for free. Now, after finishing the course, and if you want to do the exam, that's possible, but I'm not saying that you have to. But if someone wants to get the real certificate, the LegoWave certificate to be NFT engineer, that's also possible. And here is a link where you can pay for the exam for $3. Also, this URL, I will give it to you. So you just click on it, $3 exam fee purchase. You click on it, and then it will divert you to the place to make the payment. And today I have updated my website, and it's possible also to do payment now with PayPal. So if you have credit card, it's possible, as it was always, but now you can also do PayPal payment as well. And after that, I will give you access for the exam. Of course, I require some information to be able to open for you the exam, and this is listed over here. So if you go to the course itself, it's listed over here what the information that I need from you. You can see that the exam normally I charge €50, but because of this period, the corona period, I'm just giving it almost for free, the exam for $3 only. So I need the first name, last name, email, phone number, address of the country, and to be able to open for you the exam. And you can do the exam at your place. You have open book, and if you score over, I think you need to get over 65%. That is the passing score. If you pass the exam over 65%, you get a certificate, something similar to this one. Of course, this one is my trainer certificate, but you get the certificate from LegoWave, which is also a very good company, similar to and competitor, of course, to MikroTik, for example, or to Ubiquity. So that's something I'm proposing for you. Please, if you are interested, go now. This offer and this promotion is valid until end of April. So please go and register to the course and gain a new certificate that you can add it to your CV. Okay, so let's close this one, and let's go now back to what we need to do today. So today we are going to speak about the MikroTik IP cloud, and that's something you know. Most of you maybe know what is the IP cloud, but I'm going to speak about exactly the backup, which is something new on MikroTik. So since the version 6.44, the router has 6.44 and above, it's possible that you can make backup for the configuration that you do, and you can leave a copy on the cloud of MikroTik, so on the MikroTik servers. So you can do a copy of this configuration, leave it on the MikroTik cloud servers, and you can call it whenever you want if you want to restore the configuration. So that's something very new. It's a new feature starting the version 6.44. Now, before I start speaking about that, let's give a small review about what is the IP cloud. So if we go to the IP cloud, you can see we have to go first to IP, and then we have to go to cloud, and then you have this open in front of you, which is the cloud. You can see it over here. So what's gonna happen here, normally, this is what we use it for the dynamic DNS. You can see DDNS. What does it mean here? Think of like your router having an IP, automatic IP address from the ISP. And the ISP doesn't give you a fixed public IP address. So the IP address changes every now and then. So every time you want to connect to your router remotely, then it's a problem because you need to guess what is the IP of the router, because this is changing. So what you can do from MikroTik, you go from IP cloud, you can enable the DDNS, the dynamic DNS, and then you will get here the DNS name. So you get here a name, and it is like a domain name. You can use it, and you can connect to it. So it will open a record. We call it a record on the DNS. So instead of putting the IP address every time you want to connect to the router, you just use this domain name that you have here. And in this case, in case the IP address is changed, that's no problem. This is always fixed, and this one you can use it to connect to the MikroTik router. So that's something which is possible on the IP cloud, and that's what IP cloud is mostly used for. Now, someone can say, well, if my router is behind a NAT and has private IP, how this work? Well, this doesn't work if you have a private IP on your MikroTik router, but it works in case the router which is above this router has something, we call it like port forwarding or destination NAT. For example, I can just show that for you. If we have here, so let's say this is the router we need to connect to. And we have here another router, and this router is connected to the internet. And this router over here has the public IP. This one has private IP. Okay, so you want to connect to this router over here. Now, with the private IP, it's not possible. But what you can do, you can make port forwarding allow for the person who is sitting here, so to connect to this router. This router forward the Winbox request to here, then you can connect to the MikroTik router in this case. So that's possible. But if you just have a private IP address from your ISP, so your ISP doesn't give you any public IP address, just private IP address, and they do NAT on their side, then in this case you're not able to connect to the router. So now there is one thing that you can do on the public, on the cloud, IP cloud. Okay, the other thing that you can do also on the IP cloud is this one. You can see it over here, update time. So instead, every time you want to synchronize the router clock, so the clock of the router, to synchronize it to an NTP server, you need to have the right timing on your router, because that is used, for example, for VPN, that is used for the logging. You need to have the right timing on your MikroTik router. So normally what people do, they connect to an NTP server, and then they can get the clock from the NTP server. But instead of doing that, you can just enable update time on the IP cloud, and then the MikroTik router will have the right time based on your IP address, on your public IP address, because the public IP address will see that this is from this country. Then in this case, they will give you the right IP address, and that's done from the MikroTik side also. So this is all done from the MikroTik side. You can see this is the port that is used, UDP 15252. So that's also another thing that you can do on the IP cloud. So first, you can use the dynamic DNS to connect to the MikroTik router anywhere. And even if the IP address of the public IP address is changing, there's no problem. You use the domain name to connect to it. The second thing that we can do is to use the update time. The third thing that we can do is the backup. and that's something you don't see it from the IP cloud. Okay, and what is the backup exactly? So the backup, if we go now to here, let's say that I have this router and this is my lab scenario, and I'm doing the configuration on this router and I want this configuration to be saved. So MikroTik servers in Latvia, they are over here. So they have 2 servers, and what you can do, you can upload your configuration to those servers, and they are encrypted using AES. So they are very heavy encryption using the AES encryption. So you will leave a copy on their servers, and you can recall it whenever you want it. So you can recall it and have it on your MikroTik router. So that's also a feature which is starting version 6.44 available. So that's a very new feature. The problem with the backup, which is IP cloud backup, that you don't see it on Winbox. So it's not on Winbox. You only have to do it up to now. We are on version, I think 6.40, 6.4 as per today. So you have to do it from the command line. And this is the lab that I'm going to show you how you can do that on the command line. So this is the whole idea. Let's go now back to the points and start doing them. Point number 1. So we have one router connected to the internet. That's it. Okay. Log into the Winbox on router 3 and check if it's connected to the internet. Because we are talking to the MikroTik servers on the cloud, then we need to have internet on the router. So this is router 3. And from here I go to the terminal and I will say ping. Let's check if the DNS is working. So I will say ping google.com. And we can see that we are connected to the internet. So that means that router 3 is connected to the internet, and that's very needed to be able to do the lab. Point number 1 is done. Point number 2 is router 3 on a version higher than 6.44. Remember, this feature works on a version 6.44 plus. So your router, if it's not more than 6.44, please upgrade your router. And to upgrade it, I think you already know how to do it. So you have to go to packages. From here, you go to system, packages, and you say check for update. And yeah, we see that today there is a new version 6.46.5, but I'm not going to download it now. All right, so that's how you can do the upgrade of the router OS. Now, this router has a version 6.46.4, so it's over 6.44. That means it's fine. Point number 2 is done. Point number 3. Now we need to start writing the command line. Go to the terminal and write system backup cloud. Do you have any backup file already in the cloud? So we have to see if we have any backup which we have already put it on the cloud. So how to do that? And this is the command. We have to go to the command line over here. And from here I have to say system backup cloud. So you see system backup cloud. If you go to system over here, there is no backup cloud. You see, you cannot find it. So you have to write it on the command line. So now to know if you have already made any backup file, all you need to do here is to say print. So I say print here, and we see that there is no any backup file which is on the cloud of MikroTik server. Okay, so that means we don't have up to now any file on the servers. Point number 3 is done. Point number 4, create a backup file with a password of 123456. Of course, when you want to do a backup file, please use a much better password than 123456. But because now I'm just doing a lab, so I'm using this simple password. So how to create the backup file? We have to go to Winbox again, and we are inside System Backup Cloud. From here, I have to say upload file, and then I will say question mark. So we see what we have as options over here. So upload file, and then I will say the password is 123456, and then I will say here question mark. Then here also we have to say action is And then you have to say here, you have create and upload, or you have upload. So is it just a file that you are creating now? Yes, it's a new file that I'm creating. So I'll say create and upload. And then I will say enter. So it's working, and here we go. Now this backup has been created. And if we look for it, we say print. You can see, so this is the file which has name cloud, this one over here. So it's the date and the time, I think, or something like this. And how much is the size and which version. And this is the most important one, which is the secret download key. So this key is very important. Every time you create a file, this secret key, the secret download key, will be changed. Okay, remember, every time you create a file, this secret key will be changed. Now, someone can say, well, that's fine, but what if I want to have my file bigger than this size? So MikroTik allow you to upload a file up to 15 megabytes, so 15. You can have space to upload a file, which is the backup file, up to 15 megabyte. Okay, so now we see that this file is being saved on the cloud, and we can use it as a backup in the future. Point number 4 is done. Point number 5, justify that the backup file has been created. We have justified, and we've seen that it has been created. Now we need to download the backup file to the file list. So if we go now to the MikroTik router, we go to files. And we see that there is no any backup on the file. So what I want now is just to download this backup file, and I want to put it on the file list. Maybe I want to copy it and put it somewhere else, out like in my server. Okay, so that's also possible that you can download the file. How to do that? So I will go back to the command line, and from here you have to say download file and then question mark, and then from here you have to say action is to download, and most important is now you have to put the secret download key. So this secret download key, that when you have created the file, it has a secret download key. You have to copy it and you have to paste it. Now on download, on the action, you can have download and apply. The difference between them, that download will just download the file and put it on the file list. Okay, so you have it. Download and apply, that means it will download it, but it will also apply the configuration that is on this backup file to the router directly. So the router will take the configuration of this backup file. Okay, so that's the difference. Now I just want to download it to be seen on the file list, and then I will say here enter. So it's working, finished. Now if I go to the files, and here we go, you can see this is the backup file which was on the, or it's still on the server of the MikroTik, the cloud server. But now I have a copy of it also on my router. I can copy it, put it on USB flash. I can put it on my internal server. I can save it anywhere I want. Or I want to keep it also on the MikroTik router. That's also possible. Point number 6 is done. Point number 7. Now try to upload a new backup file. Does it work? So let's try. If we go now to the command line over here, and if we say print, you can see that this file is still there. The file that we have first created and we have uploaded to the cloud, it's there. Now they said, okay, can you create a new one just to have 2 files on the cloud? Let's try. So I'll recall the command that we put for uploading the file, which is this one. Upload the file, password, and the action create and upload. And I will say enter. And look what you get here. Server error, all slot used, delete the file to free up the space. What does it mean here? This means that MikroTik on their cloud servers, they provide you only one slot to put the backup file. So again, I will repeat it. MikroTik give you only one slot to put the backup file. That means only one file per time you can upload on their cloud server. So yeah, that's something you have to manage to do it. But now someone can say, okay, but how can I have only one? I want to have a new file that I want to put it on the server. So we already have one. How can I delete that one and put this one in place. So that's something I'm going to show it directly right now. Point number 7 is done. Point number 8, remove the file from the cloud and upload a new one again. Does it work? And is the secret download, is it the same? So let's do that. So remember, look for the secret download key. This is the one which finished by V and O at the end. Okay. Now we need first to delete it. So how to delete this one? Once we made here the print and we've seen this is the file of the backup, it starts by 0. So 0 is the identifier. So what I need now to do, I'm still on the system backup cloud, and I have here to say remove file and then question mark, and here I will say number 0. All right. So that's what I need to say here, and then I will say enter. So now this file has been deleted, and if you want, we can do print now. You see there is nothing now on the cloud. So this is how you can delete the file that you have in case you want to replace it or you want to put in place a new updated file, because you may have done some configuration on the router and you want to send to the cloud a new updated backup file. So now we have deleted. Now we can upload a new one. So let's try. We will upload now a new one. So I will use the same command that we used it before, and I'll say enter. It's working and finished. Now if I say print, here we go. We have now the new backup file. Now please look to the difference on the secret download key. You can see this one was finishing by VO. This one is finishing by H2. So you can see every time you upload a backup file to the cloud of MikroTik, then this is changing. Okay, so it doesn't stay the same. Point number 8 is done. Now, point number 9, make a script to remove the backup file and create new ones. Okay, now we know about the cloud. It's a very nice feature. We can upload to the cloud. That's really nice. But what if we can use some scripting that, every maybe one day, then the old file which is on the cloud is removed and a new file is being uploaded without we do it. We just put a script and this will work automatically. It is possible. And the answer is yes, it is possible. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. So first we have to write the script. Now what is this script? If we go to Notepad++, and I have here, this is the script that we need to use. What this script say? It says first system backup cloud print. So it will first make print for the backup cloud. That means what? It will see if there is any file there or not. Okay, so that's what says the first one. Then it will wait for 4 seconds. You can put the time or the delay, whatever you want. I just put it for 4 seconds. Then the command which comes after, it will say system backup cloud remove file 0. What does it mean? This means that if there is a file, remove it, because the file has a number 0. Remember, this is the identifier 0. So if there is a file after it has printed, if there is a file, remove this file, because you remember we cannot upload a new file in case there is already one on the cloud. So we have to remove it first to be able to make the upload for a new file, backup file. And then it will wait for 2 seconds. And here now it will upload the file. And this is what the command, system backup cloud upload, action create and upload, password, and you put the password. And that's it. So again, first it will make print and it will wait. Then it will remove the file. If there is a file, it will wait, and then it will make the upload. So this is a simple script that we can use, and later we can put it on scheduler in order that we can say interval every 1 day or every 2 hours or every 5 hours or every 1 week to this script to run. Okay, but first let's see if this script is gonna work. So I will copy it and then I will go to the MikroTik router. And from here I'll have to finish now from the terminal, but first let's check. Yes, we do have a file inside here, and I will close it. Now we have to go to system, and we have to try it first on the script. Okay, this is the script. I open one, and let's name it something like cloud. Okay, cloud backup. And here I will put my script. Okay, this is the one that I copied it. And then I will say apply. Now, I want to make run script, but before I do that, I want to open now this command line to be next to the script to see what's gonna happen. Okay, so I will move this a little bit like this and this here, so you can see what is gonna happen. So we go again to system, backup, cloud, and if I say print, so now you can see there is already a file over there and it's finishing by H2, the secret download key. Okay, now let's run the script. So remember, it will make print, wait 4 seconds, remove the file, wait 2 seconds, create a new file and upload it. So I will say run script. Now if I say print, we still have the file. Print, there is no file. So the file has been deleted now. If we say print again, yes, now we have a new file. And it is a new backup file, and you can see that the secret download key is totally different than this one. This one was finishing by H2, this one is finishing by BW. Okay, bandwidth, BW. Anyway, so that means that the script is working perfectly with us. Very good. So this point that we were doing, point number 1, is done. Something happened to my, yeah, let's check to my pen. Okay, this is working now. Point number 1 is done. Now we need to apply this script on a scheduler. Scheduler is nothing more that you can schedule when this script is gonna run. So that's it, because you don't have to click on run script every time yourself. You have to say to the router, okay, this is the script. I want to use it every 5 hours, every 1 day, every 1 week, whatever. Okay, you can just do it like this. So apply the script on a scheduler to work every 24 hours. All right, let's go to the, so we copy this, this is the script, I will copy it, and let's go to scheduler. So we have to go to system, and from here we have to go to scheduler. I think I already have something here. Yeah, this is the one. So this is the script. So all you need to do, just you paste here the script, and you can name the schedule whatever you want, and you can say the start when this has to start, so start time whatever. So on April 8 2020, so today, so from 8 in the morning, that's fine. And now you can put the interval. This is seconds, this is minute here, the second one is minute, and the third one is hours. So you can put the time that you want. And they said you have to make it every 24 hours. So you can write here 24, and then you can say here apply, so every 1 day, and that's it. And of course, don't forget to enable it, because in my case it was disabled. And now every 24 hours, what's gonna happen? It makes print, it wait, it will see if there is a file, it will delete it, then it will wait, and then it will upload a new backup file. But just for testing, let's put it, for example, we make it for 10 seconds, okay? So we can see what's gonna happen. And I will say here, apply, and okay. So look now, the run count is 11. Now in a moment, we should see that once the 10 seconds are finished, the run count will be incremented by 1. So now it's 12. So now if we go here again, and we make print, there is no file. In a moment, we should see another file. Here we go. You see, it was BW at the end, now it's 2I in the end. So now every 10 seconds, what's going to happen? It will delete the file. First, it will print, we'll delete the file, we'll create a new file to the cloud server. Of course, 10 seconds, you don't have to do it 10 seconds, but I just did it just to show you. So now you can see also a new file has been added. So let's stop it, and I will make here disable, because I think MikroTik people will not be happy sending a file every time. Well, I'm sure that they don't know, because that's automatic, but just a joke. So that's it. And point number 10 is done. And yes, so with this point I have showed you how you can use the IP cloud system backup, and that's really something nice and a nice feature that is available on MikroTik again since the version 6.44. Remember, you only have one slot to put one file, and you can upload maximum file of 15 megabyte. But also I have discussed to you what you can do on IP cloud, such as connecting remotely to your MikroTik router using the domain name in case the IP changed for you, but also to update the time. That's also possible to do it on the MikroTik router. And if you want to know what are the servers that MikroTik they have, I have listed here the servers. So those are the servers, the MikroTik cloud server, cloud.mikrotik.com and cloud2.mikrotik.com. And regarding the backup file, it uses UDP and TCP port 15252. Okay, so the backup file can use both the UDP and TCP 15252, the two ports. And that means in case you want to use the system backup, then please be sure that your firewall rules doesn't disable the ports of UDP and TCP 15252. Otherwise, this is not going to work. So this is what I wanted to show in this webinar. This is really my first webinar with you guys online. Normally you know me from the recorded courses that I do, whether on Udemy or on my website. But I think that's the first time that we interact together, and I'm glad to see that we have now 25 person live following the seminar or the webinar. And I will look, if you have some questions, I will look for your questions, and I will answer them offline. So here someone is asking, we need any account on MikroTik.com. No, you don't need any account on MikroTik.com. It works without any account you need on MikroTik.com. Just you need to have a router connected to the internet, and that's it. Okay. Now again, before I finish, please remember that for the course of LegoWave, it's a promotion that is valid until end of April. Please, if you can, spread it to all your contacts, all people who are interested to learn some new technology for free, but also to get a chance to have also a certificate. That's also possible. So if you can share this information to your friends, colleagues, anyone that is interested in IT, please do so, and I will be very glad for your help. So this is for everything for today, and I'm not sure how long was the seminar, so it's already half an hour, the webinar. So it's normally more than what I do on the courses. Normally in the course I leave the time to be for 20 minutes for the lab, but that's okay because we also discussed about LegoWave at the beginning. So I hope that this time I will say it, I hope that this webinar was informative for you, and I hope to see you in the upcoming webinar. Thank you and bye-bye.